Vrksāsana. Vrksha is tree. Asana, pose. Vrksāsana, tree pose. So in this video, I'm showing how to do Vrksāsana from the wall. Ideally, since you're lifting the right leg to begin with, you would have the left hand to the wall to start with. And I'm standing at a distance that's not too close, not too far. My elbow is slightly bent. I establish Vrksāsana, bunion bones together, big toes extending forward and together, stamp the heels down, fix the gaze, extend the arms. So I would use the wall if balance is very difficult. And since I'm using the wall, I'm going to keep my eyes at eye level. Stamp the heels, lift the kneecaps, firm the thigh muscles. Without turning the bones, roll the front thighs in, spread the back thighs from inside out. Arms extended, sides of the trunk lifted, spread the collarbones. And maintaining the eyes at eye level, you don't need to use the wall right away actually. Place your hands on the top of the buttock, on your hips. Your thumbs can be on the top of the buttock to press down. And as you press the top of the buttock down, you lift the waist up. Keep your fingers active so that you have better access to your shoulders. The fingers stretching and active. So with the hands at the top of the buttock, lifting the lower abdomen up. I lift my right leg up and grab the ankle and place the foot at the very top of the thigh. The foot should be straight. So if you need to look down, you can look down. Make sure your foot is centered with the center of the inner thigh, and it's as high up as you can get it. The foot straight, perpendicular, as high up as you can get it. And if you need to hold your foot, you hold it. To help you, you press the foot into the thigh and press the thigh into the foot. So there's a compactness. Thigh, the outer thigh pressing into the foot, and the whole right foot pressing into the thigh. Now, the foot might stay there. If it doesn't stay, you have to hold it. Otherwise, hand back to the hip. So if you don't need the wall, hands on your hips. If you need the wall, then you keep one hand on the wall. And you can extend that arm up, fingertips to the wall. Stretch the other arm, shoulders away from the ears, lift the sides of the chest up. And then the right arm, the arm that's out from the deltoid, from the shoulder, turn the upper arm out. Tug the tricep into the bone, and then extend the arm up. So the left hand up the wall, the right arm up, straight up to the ceiling. Lift up out of the pelvis. Left thigh pressing into the right foot pressing into the left thigh. And lengthen from the inner groin to the inner knee. And draw the outer knee back to the outer hip. And as you draw the outer knee back to the outer hip, get the center of that right buttock in and forward. And then, for a little more challenge, you could stay here if this is enough challenge. Otherwise, you can turn the left palm to face the center of the room. So the fingernails are against the wall. And with the fingernails against the wall, it's a little more independent. And then if that works, then you move the left hand away from the wall. So you don't use the wall. And lift the abdominal organs up, extend the armpits up, straighten the elbows fully. Deltoids rolling out, forearms rolling in, Vrksāsana, tree pose. And then extending up, lower the right leg down, and then you can bring the hands back down. Take a good inhalation, a good exhalation, Vrksāsana. To the second side, I'm going to use this, so I won't have a wall all the way up, but at least we can do both sides together. So, big toenails together, heels a little bit apart. Make sure you're at a good distance away from the wall, not too close, not too far. And establish Vrksāsana. Eyes at eye level. Having established Vrksāsana, inner ankles up and out, outer ankles up and in. Get those legs firm and ascending, the whole inner leg firm and up so that you can get that foot to stay in position later when you're in Vrksāsana. Then hands to the top of the buttock, push that buttocks flesh down, lift the lower abdomen up, and then bend your left knee, catch that ankle, Place the foot high up. If you need the wall at any point, you touch it and get that foot as high up to the top of the thigh as you can. Make sure the foot is straight, so if you need to look, you look until you get used to it. But at first, we have to use our eyes. Is your foot absolutely perpendicular? Make sure the foot is not too far forward or too far back. Get it at the center of the inner thigh. Now press the foot into the leg and press that right outer leg in towards the foot. So I'm not mirroring, I'm doing my own standing right leg, my own left knee is bent. Lengthen the left inner groin to the inner knee and get the outer knee back to the outer hip. And as you get the outer knee to the outer hip, get the center of the buttock in. Lift the abdominal organs up, and then, if you don't need to hold the foot, with the hand on your hip, just feel that. Maybe you don't need the wall, maybe you need the wall. Now, walk the right hand up the wall. I have an imaginary wall here, and the left arm extending out. If you need to hold the foot, you only stretch the right hand up the wall. If you don't need to hold the foot, then you can extend the arm. From the left shoulder, turn the palm up. Get the tricep into the bone, lift the chest up, and then extend your left arm up. So the right hand is against the imaginary wall, the left arm is extending straight up, and if the balance allows you to, you can turn the right palm in the other direction. So only the fingernails are touching the wall. For me, it's imaginary. For you, it's a real wall. Lift the abdominal organs up, and then if you don't need the wall, you stretch the arm right up. If you need the wall, then you go back to the wall. Lift the abdominal organs, lengthen the waist, lift the armpits, extend the elbows so the arms are in Vrksāsana. The arms up and back behind the ears, roll the deltoids out, roll the forearms in, palms facing, breathe through your nose, and extending up, get that left leg down again, and then you're back to Asana. Make sure you're landed properly, your feet are really on the same plane, arms extended, legs extended, eyes at eye level, and then without collapsing, relax the arms and the legs. Vrksāsana, tree pose. Very important to cultivate your balance.